Hey folks, this is Vint with Dad's Gaming Addiction, and today we're going to quickly check out The Executive Movie Industry Tycoon. It's important to stress that what you're looking at here is a preview build, so everything that you're about to see is subject to change. According to the Steam store page, this is going to hit in February of 2025. My press email said a couple of weeks from now, so that sounds about right. Mid to late February, maybe earlier, I don't know. There are a couple of different difficulty settings. There's easy, medium, hard, and very hard, and you can choose two different industries. There's Hollywood and like Chinawood, I think it was. I guess it's just the way everything's marketed and all that stuff. You can choose a logo, name your studio, you can change your avatar look, and change your name. Unfortunately, you can't change what skills you start with, unfortunately. So this game is, my best impression of it is that it's a reskin of Game Dev Tycoon, but instead of video games, it's movies. You're going to be going through the same rigmarole that you did with Game Dev Tycoon. You're going to start a new movie. You're going to name it. You're going to change the budget size. You're going to change the rating, from PG to PG-13 to R. You're going to hire a director and then a lead actor, whatever, and you're going to look at different stats. That's very similar to Game Dev Tycoon, in that in Game Dev Tycoon, you could choose your genre, you could do this here too. Your genre, theme, you've got instead of the ESRB rating, you've got, again, just movie ratings. So very similar. And then once you pick everything that you want to pick, you hit next, and your guy will sit there and type. Little icons appear above his head showing that he's working on the thing. And then you fast forward and you can see, even in the upper right hand corner, your current projects that are currently going on. It's very similar, guys. I'm just saying, it's very similar. And then when you get to when your guy has worked enough, you'll open up a new window. This is where the sliders come in. Again, Game Dev Tycoon did this. You're going to choose to slide 3 different sliders. There's writing and costume and makeup and set design, and you have to figure out what slider combination is the best, depending on the genre that you've picked and so on. Again, that's also nothing new. Okay, that's been done before. And then you get into distribution. At first you only have third-party distribution, domestic stuff, because you haven't unlocked it in the research area, which is another thing that Game Dev Tycoon and others like it have. There's employees in this game. You'll be able to hire a salesperson, and this is kind of where it bugged out for me. I didn't get very far because I hired the sales guy, and right after the project was over, he demanded a raise. And I said, okay, I'll give him his raise. Nothing happened. Then he asked for it again. I said, yes, give him his raise. Nothing happened. And he bugged out. He said, fine, I quit. So I lost my salesperson in the middle of the tutorial. So this game is still, this game, I like Game Dev Tycoon, I really do. And I don't mind a movie's rehash. I don't. But I wish it decided to break the mold a little bit. For example, Mad Games Tycoon 1 and 2. I think Mad Games Tycoon 2 is my favorite game like this of all time, because you can do so much with it. You can create software, hardware, you can, sell that if you want. You can do, you can even produce your own products, hire a sound team and visual team. I love Mad Games Tycoon. That is an example of how a game like this should be done. Instead, they took the simplest formula, the original formula, Game Dev Tycoon, and just gave it a different theme. And some will be happy with that. I'm not. There is an avocado meter in this game. Instead of the tomato meter, like in real life from Rotten Tomatoes, you've got avocado meters. Yeah. So I appreciate the nods to the movie industry. I appreciate that. And I don't get me wrong, I love games like this, but it's more of a puzzle, really. Once you figure out what genres go with what slider combinations, you're pretty much got the game in the bag. That's how it was with Game Dev Tycoon. That's how it was with Mad Games Tycoon. Once you figure out what's optimal, because you can do research after a movie is released, and that'll give you some information. And that's what this game is, revealing the information necessary to get it perfect every single time. And that takes time, of course. And the journey is fun. It really is. But I just wish it had been more like Mad Games Tycoon than Game Dev Tycoon. I think I would have enjoyed the game a lot more. But keep in mind, these are early impressions because, like I said, the game bugged out on me. My salesperson quit, even though I tried to give him his raise 3 times. The game just refused to, and then he's like, I had enough, and I quit. And I kind of ruined my immersion and the tutorial all at the same time. So I'll be happy to maybe come back to this later after release to see how it's doing, but I've got other games similar to this that I would just rather play. So yeah, that's it. This is Vince. Thanks for watching. I'll catch y'all next time. Take care.